Hello, class. Happy week 4. I hope you had a nice sunny weekend, because we did here in Okinawa. The sunburn's gone. Nothing but tan left. Anyway, so week 4, we're moving right along. I just want to congratulate you guys, like all of you, because the last 2 weeks' homework averages have been kind of like through the roof in terms of my previous courses, in the low to mid 90s, which is quite an accomplishment, so kudos. This last week's discussion actually was pretty cool too. I was really impressed with your pivot tables, histograms, and subsequent interpretation of those graphs. I really hope you have a better understanding now when we say that the data can be skewed and what that really looks like, because it is a real-world phenomena. So with this week 4, we have our first quiz. Have no fear, it's not that bad. So what that means when we have quiz weeks, there's no discussion. Yay, less work. And with the quiz, what I like to offer to students is that you take the quiz as early as possible, see how you did. If you don't like your grade, email me and I'll reset it. And you take the whole quiz over again. It's just kind of like a second offering. But that's it. I just offer it one time. So try it, let me know, and we'll go from there. This week's topic is on correlation and linear regression, which we actually get into further detail with linear regression in the last week, in week 11. I happen to think it's one of the easier topics because things are going to get a little harder after this week and then subsequent weeks, and we start talking about probability and the normal distribution. But the correlation, just 2 key points you really just need to understand. It's about a relationship between 2 variables, typically an x variable, which would be an independent variable, and a y variable, which would be a dependent variable. They're also called, the x variables are also called predictor variables, and the y variables are also called criterion variables, depending on what you read. But 2 important interpretive facts with the correlation, that's all you really need to know, is the strength of the correlation coefficient, which is on a 0 to 1 scale. It's a decimal. So things like a 0.17 is a very weak correlation, but something like a 0.86 is a very strong correlation, and something like a 0.5 or a 0.6 is like a moderately, has a moderate amount of strength in the relationship. And then other than that is the second piece is the direction. Is it positive or is it negative? And that tells you the direction of the correlation. Positive is going out that way and negative is going out that way. And you'll see things, what's called a scatter plot, which is really just the actual dots of the data points across the y and x axis. One easy way I tell students to remember your axes is your y-axis is always like a y. So that's your vertical axis, and your x is your horizontal axis. But that's it. Strength and direction, those are the 2 key points with correlation you need to understand. So that's it. Any questions, just ask, try the quiz, and email me if you want to take another shot at it. So have a great week.